Moving on, Brazil is gearing up for the 2014 World Cup. The soccer tournament, held every 4 years, is one of the world's biggest sporting events. Teams from 32 countries, including Brazil, will take part in this year's competition, which is coming up in June.
VOA's Sonny Young sat down with On Assignment's Alexiou to talk about the World Cup and its stars. For that, they made use of VOA's special penalty box World Cup studio. Check it out.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the preparations for this year's Cup.
Well, Phil, there have been problems in the preparations, last-minute construction of some of the stadiums. One of the more tragic stories in the build-up to Brazil 2014 was the death of a couple of construction workers. The Brazilians are telling everyone they will be ready when the opening match takes place on June 12th between Brazil and Croatia.
Well, it seems like this always happens, whether it's with the Olympics and, of course, with the World Cup. South Africa, I guess, had its issues and got things going. But they've had 7 years to get this thing underway, and I guess the president of FIFA anyway, Sepp Blatter, has been very concerned about it as well.
Yeah, Sepp Blatter has made some comments that the Brazilians need to get their act together. If we compare where Brazil is at now with South Africa 4 years ago, Phil, the South Africans had all their stadiums completed at this point.
So, okay, so let's just assume the World Cup's going to take place June 12th and everything is up and running. What's going on with Brazil in general, having the World Cup here? Tell me a little bit about what the people are thinking about this.
I think it's going to be a great World Cup, Phil. The Brazilian fans are known for their passion. You're going to see dancing in the stands. You're going to see singing. The Samba boys are like a religion in Brazil. And the fans are going to be terrific.
I guess it's going to be like the Mardi Gras World Cup 2014 if you're down there in Brazil. I mean, that's going to be a blast.
That's a good way to put it. Mardi Gras football.
Okay. Now, let's get to the games. I mean, what are some of the teams that we want to look out for this year?
You got to start with Brazil, Phil, and I want to point to this guy over here, Neymar.
Neymar, okay.
Some are calling him the poster boy of the 2014 World Cup. He plays for Barcelona, terrific striker. And you got to count the Brazilians as one of the favorites. They're going to be going for their record 6th World Cup title. Another favorite, Argentina. And I'm going to point to this guy right here, Lionel Messi, who, by the way, is Neymar's teammate on Barcelona.
Is that right? Okay.
Neighbor of Brazil. And a lot of people say until Messi lifts the World Cup trophy, he will not be considered the greatest footballer of his era, but Argentina has to be considered a favorite. And yeah, those are two anyways.
Now, I was reading a little bit about Uruguay. Seems to have been kind of hot in the past few years. They won the Copa Americana and something back in 2011. But they have capabilities.
They do. They made it to the semifinals 4 years ago in South Africa. They have a striker by the name of Luis Suarez. He's a volatile player, tempestuous, but he is a terrific striker. As we talk, Phil, he is leading the English Premier League in goals, 28 goals this season. He's their best player, and he could be one of the marquee players at the World Cup.
Okay, and one of the marquee people at the World Cup is going to be, I guess, Pele, I presume. What is going to be his role? He's kind of oh, there he is. Okay, you've got him. Good for you.
Here he is.
Right.
Pele, in many ways, since he retired from the game, Phil, he's been sort of this unofficial ambassador of the game of soccer or football. And I think we're going to see an awful lot of him in Brazil, just basically sort of glad-handing people, welcoming them to Brazil. But yeah, he'll be an ambassador during the World Cup.
Certainly be in the spotlight. Okay, now we're in the penalty box because you clubbed somebody earlier today. And he drags me in here. But, I mean, what's going on here? This is kind of a new thing. Amish is our camera op, but he created the whole deal, so we might as well include him. Yeah, hey, Amish, and there he is. But what's the deal here? You're going to be here a lot.
Let's give a shout out to Amish. This is his brainchild, his creation. Great World Cup studio here. And basically, it's going to be a new video series being launched by the Voice of America in April. And we're going to talk with various Voice of America personnel throughout our building. And you well know, Phil, people from all over the world work here at the Voice of America. It's been called the United Nations of Broadcasting. So we'll have people from all over rooting for their favorite team in Brazil, and you'll see a lot of national flag waving. But it's a great concept, the penalty box, and it's going to be a new World Cup video series.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. And so, but before we send it back to the guys in the studio, what do we want to see a lot of at the World Cup? Okay, cool. All right, excellent.
All right, well, they are certainly ready for June. VOA's Sonny Young and Philip Alexiou getting us pumped for the World Cup.
Yeah, I can still hear them. They're ready. Amazing.